we do have an unboxing here, and so let's kind of go ahead and talk about it. So, alright, so this is the first one, Cowboys from Hell, Pantera. I have Projects in the Jungle on vinyl, bootleg, and I also have Far Beyond Driven, so this is quite, yeah, this is released by Echo Records. I do have Cowboys from Hell now on CD. Next up, Corpiclani's Terra Vascento. Got that on CD. And then we have Venom's Black Metal. As you guys saw in my previous video, I had I showed off the Bathory vinyl that I got. It also has a hype sticker on here from BMG Records. So, I will be keeping the hype sticker. I'll be putting it in one of my containers and where I put it, so I kind of want to, like, show off the, Now, is Cowboys from Hell, like my favorite Pantera album? No, it's like Far Beyond Driven. I also like Power Metal. I also like this one a lot, but I also like Vulgar Display of Power as well. So those are probably that's probably in my range of favorites. So I have yet to listen to the majority of The Great Southern Trendkill and Reinventing the Steel. So those are the two I have to listen to the most. I'm gonna listen to more of the glam terror stuff at the moment. So it's glam terror or Pantera. Now, as you guys know, this is Pantera's 5th album. Most Pantera fans call this their debut because this was the album that got them their major. It was Power Metal that transitioned them to getting their record deal, and it was the songs off this album that got them their record deal. So the 4th and 5th albums of Pantera are probably, in my opinion, the most similar because of the fact that they have some of the same ideas, but more executed differently. I still call this a little bit glammy because it has some glam stuff into it, but not a lot, though. You can't really call it a glam album at this point, so it's more like a little bit like crossover, but not by much. You know, Cemetery Gates, in my opinion, is probably glammy a little bit. So, especially a song like Domination, which has a weird name. So, now, this was the album that got me into Pantera. I've always known what Pantera was. I remember hearing when Vinnie Paul died, and I remember hearing about, you know, the tragic death of Dimebag Darrell. So, and this is actually quite interesting. When this album was released, Dimebag still went by his stage name Diamond Darrell, which was the glam name that he had when back in the days when they were in their self record days. So yeah, it should have Diamond Darrell on here. It does, Diamond Darrell. See, this is. So yeah, got this is Pantera. Now it has the disc here with Phil and Salmo. So I have the deluxe edition of Far Beyond Driven. So Corpiclani is next here. Now I saw Corpiclani twice. They were really good. My favorite song is Tuli Coco. I liked the latest album. Thought it was pretty good. Yeah, I like this album. I wanted to buy it, but I never bought it till now, so. This is by, I think, Napalm. Yes. The good thing about this, these have no records, because usually when I get the packages, I just throw it on the floor and it cracks the screen. The guy actually put it on the ledge of my doorstep like this, so. Here's the disc for it. And we got the booklet, and we got the thing in here. I really like the guy who gave out the CDs here, because all these other previous times I've gotten these CDs from Amazon, they come in cracks, especially remember the Anthrax one? Like, I kind of knew it was going to come in a crack because of the way it was on my stoop, so I kind of just fucked around with the video, and I just replaced the case for it. It was just my way of saying, I already know they treat this like some magical achievement more like shit, but Yeah, that was kind of a joke video. Also, and Anthrax is actually the big joke of the big four bands, in my opinion. So that's kind of why I did it. It was like my way of saying, I'm gonna fuck around with this and just fuck with it. But you know what? I had a lot of fun doing that one. Like, I knew going in it was gonna be like, it's gonna have cracks in it, so it wasn't, it wasn't a big loss. And then we got Venom. Now it has all these extra stuff with here. Now you can kind of see what I mean by this. This is by BMG. This was reissued by BMG Records. The ones that I have that were reissued by BMG Records, all the Tony Martin stuff were all reissued by BMG Records. I have the American stuff, so it's Warner. Motley Crue got their stuff reissued by BMG. And there was some other thing also that was reissued by BMG. I forget the name of it, but I know Motley Crue was reissued by BMG. So, yeah, quite a lot of stuff to hang around with. So, here's Venom's Black Metal. Like I said, I'm keeping the hype sticker. I'm going to be putting them on my bins here. So, here we go. Keeping the plastic for the hype. Let's see. This is the booklet now. I do like Venom. It kind of reminds me of Bathory. I like some Bathory. I like some Venom. I'm more onto Bathory though, because Venom never really stayed in the black metal thing. But what Venom did do was that they inspired Mayhem, which was the forerunner of black metal. So Venom's Black Metal. So, here is just open this up, the pamphlet. Here you go. It also has the back has 666. Reminds me of the song 666 by Toxic Holocaust from their first album. So, nothing significant about the disc here. It's just the plain old disc, as usual. So, yeah. Venom did inspire Bathory. They also inspired Mayhem, Emperor, Dark Throne, and all these other bands. So they have a very big significant influence in the black metal stuff. Like I said, but this is called first wave black metal because they didn't really stick around for that long to be in black metal. They kind of went back to speed metal, which was something that they were more well known for. There's even a lot of the black metal stuff here is speed metal, but they heavily distorted it. And a prime example of the influence on Venom is when you listen to the Death Crush EP from Mayhem from 1986. That has a lot of the speed metal. So yeah, there is a lot of Mayhem influenced by Venom. Venom didn't influence all that stuff. So yeah, I really do like black metal. The album, it's really nice. It's quite funny because when Mayhem was introduced, they go, we're to call ourselves Norwegian black metal, and this is what they call themselves after the name of the album, which is quite fitting. So, I think it's the only other album that inspired a genre of music. It's Pantera's power metal, which I don't have right now, but power metal and black metal were inspired by the names of specific albums. So, quite interesting. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm sure these work. There's nothing wrong with these. So, see you guys later.